Hi, my name's Kathy. You're listening to the Psychic Glympse podcast, where we explore our personal power and connecting to our ethereal selves in the physical world that we live in. Welcome to episode 1, an introduction to what you can expect from the services we offer at Psychic Glympse, like the Soul Sync Challenge, which is a 16-part series delving into our inner galaxy where our true power lies. It starts in episode 2, and we'll be exploring how we can connect firstly with our own spirit in the Personal Power series, then with those we interact with in the Affinity Challenge, and finally activating your manifesting abilities in the Life Enrichment Challenge. Stay tuned to the end of the show to enjoy ultimate stress relief in a totally relaxing practical grounding exercise with me. Warning though, the practical exercise must not be done if you're at work, driving, operating heavy machinery or any other machinery, crossing the street, or climbing a tree to escape a ravenous wild beast, because my grounding to Mother Earth exercise is an extremely powerful and effective relaxation tool designed to inspire you to let go of your daily concerns. Before we lift off, a little about me. I'm a psychic coach with many years of experience in using my God-given gifts and tools like the tarot to guide people through the good times and challenging episodes in their lives. My clients range from 18-plus college students to professionals, entrepreneurs, blue-collar workers, and home executives. As a life and business coach, I host modular group events like the Soul Sync Challenge on the Psychic Glympse Discord server, where I also teach the tarot. Private personal services include psychic readings, life coaching, and one-on-one business startup programs for light workers. All my services are online and accessible globally. Let's take a look at how you stand to benefit from the Soul Sync Challenge now. The name is derived from synchronizing mind, body, and soul to claim your God-given power as a human being. This challenge has 3 parts to it, of which the first is an 8-day course and should be done over 8 consecutive days to facilitate connecting with your personal power to create a solid routine. The reason for this is that we need to commit a moment of our day every day to connect to our ethereal selves. Many of us will start the day off with a prayer or a meditation routine, which is excellent. But sometimes life throws us a curveball and we get lost in time and space, so the challenge will help you get back on your path, or if you don't have a path yet, to get on a path that you can include in your daily routine. And this program will help you to make space for one, with some great exercises to help you decide what's good for you. The quick techniques will take you through a series of steps to bring focus into your life, and there's plenty of supporting material which you might not be aware of that can help you make positive life changes. For example, you probably already use some form of grounding or spiritual protection tools, like walking barefoot outside or prayer in your daily life, because you were raised to do these things, but you may not have realized their true, deeper value to your existence. And although this moment might find you in a good space, and things don't always have to go wrong before we acknowledge a vacuum in our lives, but your life is your responsibility, so it's up to you to ensure that you're equipped to deal with the good times as well as the challenges that await you. If we think of negativity as a virus, it might not be evident when we're interacting with others, but in the long run, it's likely that if you continue to listen to gossip, for example, then eventually you'll start gossiping too. And before you know it, you're the one distributing toxic energies, considering that millions of people get affected by your very existence, and you're absorbing energies in many forms, like from your family, friends, co-workers, clients, and in many formats: TV, social media, phone, text, email messages, and more. Some of those energies may be negative, so there's a chance that they're eventually going to affect you. The personal power workshops will, at the very least, help you to recognize A, the power you hold within yourself, and B, offer some tools to help you defend yourself from getting contaminated from such virus effects. The second part of the Soul Sync Challenge is the Affinity Challenge. It's only 4 sessions long, but deals with your understanding of people in your life and your relationships. On social media, there are many complaints about narcissists, but so far no one seems to have come up with a solution on how to avoid such characters from entering our lives, nor even how we manage to attract them. Most of our relationships depend 100% on our understanding. I cannot tell you how to interpret this message, nor your understanding of the universe. You need to determine that for yourself. But without understanding more than mere words, your chances of connecting with others and forming healthy relationships, including loving ones, and developing strong work and social connections, your journey through life can become very difficult. Finally, we arrive at the Life Enrichment Challenge, or what most refer to as manifesting. Here we look at what you're trying to achieve and how to go about becoming that creator of your destiny that the world tells us is our own responsibility. Of course, it would be amazing if someone simply gave us a recipe and a list of ingredients along with the best method to ensure prime results. But this is where you and your preferences come into play. So we'll dive into the how-to and what you need to start your journey towards that lifestyle you've been dreaming of. It must be noted that the Soul Sync Challenge is intended to guide you through the complex maze of how successful people build and develop their lives. None of these modules are a fix-all to anything you need to rectify in your life, and the willpower to succeed will be dependent on your personal effort and dedication. Before we move into our practical exercise, let's take a look at what grounding is for anyone who isn't aware, and why it's important for us to stay connected with our physical surroundings. As the name implies, grounding is the simple act of discharging electromagnetic energies from your body into the earth. We are electronically energized beings, and in this day and age, with so much technology at our fingertips and electronic energies engulfing our space, it's more important than ever to discharge on a daily basis. Apart from your daily ritual, there'll be times when you might find the need to make use of the exercise we'll be using for this session. These include after a major incident or accident, situations of abuse, a relationship breakup, the loss of a loved one, the violation of your person, space or belongings, job loss or simply searching for a job, and whenever you feel unable to cope. The list goes on, and often it's a matter of personal ambience, like the nervousness that you feel before a first date, job interview, or doing a presentation. But we're dealing with feelings, and a nervous, jittery feeling can happen at any moment, and can be implemented without apparent cause, or be instigated by your own ethereal self as a warning signal to be alert, or anyone else, including the people you're closest to. Trauma from a major event in your life, like a home break-in or minor motor accident, is obvious, and victims are usually taken care of by trained persons on the scene. Counseling may also be sought afterwards, and therapy may include grounding exercises. And although it takes time to regain your confidence, you eventually manage to get back to your normal lifestyle. The lesser version of trauma is what you accumulate over time and creates havoc in your life. But because it happens over a long period, you may not recognize the symptoms or damage. Telltales of such trauma can surface in many ways, like when you find yourself wondering why your friend has managed to manifest an incredible lifestyle, but you can't seem to do it. Or you become critical about other people's success, their looks, relationship choices, belongings, and attitudes, and yet you lack the motivation to attend to your own shortcomings. Procrastination, better defined as knowing that you can do something, but you never get around to actually doing it, and there's always a valid excuse for your apathy. Jealousy. These little devils can arise without any invitation at any moment, and it's very difficult to know how to deal with them. because you often don't even know what caused your ego to rise up and shift your emotional response into overdrive. Manipulation, a trait most of us employ at certain times to get what we want from others, but most of us don't consider the consequences, which are inevitable and often backfire. Fearfulness, a lack of knowledge, will make us afraid to take a next step. Like jealousy, it becomes an emotional reaction that grounding can help you to bring under control and eventually overcome when you find your triggers. Anger, rage, or violence. Losing control of our emotions manifests as detrimentally as fearfulness in our lives. They're opposite sides of the same coin, and you might even find that one will flip into the other at times. This can be put down to a low EQ, but considering that these human traits are connected to your emotions, which are aligned with water and the ebbing and flowing oceans of our world, how are you supposed to control them? Especially since we don't get much education on these topics, and even people who are qualified in them can give advice but lose themselves in the battlefields of their own problems. The slow, destructive list of habits goes on, because there's always something that can make you feel bigger or smaller than what you are. And although you do your best to accommodate such behaviors with cover-ups like self-effacing humor or secluded bouts of depression, over time they gnaw away at your self-esteem and deplete your confidence. If not attended to, they can limit your progress, stump the ability to form healthy relationships, and reach your personal potential. A few other reasons that might find you feeling unable to cope include relationship problems, a breakup, fighting, misunderstandings, loss of a loved one, financial stress, relocation, work demands, job loss and job searching, going on interviews, and balancing hope with possible disappointment, business startup stress. There's so much more, and the Soul Sync Challenge recommends grounding yourself every day and seeking spiritual protection through prayer or meditation, because in the end it's clear that we all have something that no one else can help us with. But with a healthy respect for your fragile sense of self, you can set yourself free to make a great success of your life. The Soul Sync Challenge is a starting point, not an all-expenses-paid trip to your personal purpose. You'll still have to do the work on yourself, because that's what you're here for, as the creator of your destiny. Precaution. Before we carry on, I'd like to clarify that long-term emotional, mental, or physical abuse is not a matter that can be dealt with only by grounding yourself, nor doing any of my other life or business coaching challenges. There are instances where a person may have experienced abuse that needs psychological counseling or psychiatric treatment, and I'll always recommend that you get dedicated professional help with these. However, grounding exercises can help as a bridge in the interim. Get ready to ground yourself now. But before you do, remember to be in secure and comfortable surroundings and that you're warm enough. And do not try to do this whilst driving or climbing the success ladder in rush hour traffic, even if it's come to a grinding halt. You can wear shoes and do it from your high-rise abode or private yacht, because the action will be happening in your mind. So being comfortable is really the most important thing to consider. Although optimum results call for you to be physically connected to the earth, as in standing barefoot on the ground or lawn. If it's not possible for you though, then stand, sit or lie down, preferably in lovely peaceful surroundings. However, doing what's possible for you at the time is always good enough, and all you really need is your imagination to visualize the actions. Grounding to Mother Earth. Ensure that you're in a safe place and comfortable, will not be disturbed, and that you are not operating any kind of machinery or driving a vehicle. In the standing position, place your feet about shoulder length apart. Let your arms dangle at your sides. Get steady and comfortable Close your eyes and relax your jaw. Take a long, slow, deep breath in. Hold for a moment and breathe out. Another long, slow, deep breath in. Hold and out. Let's repeat that one more time. A long, slow, deep breath in. Hold and let go. You're feeling comfortable, steady, and relaxed. Now imagine a bright white light coming from above your head. Swirling slowly down, down. You feel a warm sensation as it penetrates your aura and moves to the top of your head. It ruffles your hair gently, and a playful tingling follows it into your physical being. As it makes its way, you feel short, tugging twitches as it touches on knots and negative energies inside your head. They could be scars left behind by physical injuries or caused by emotional pain experienced at some time in your life. The light smooths them out as it passes over, and a sense of relief springs forth each time you feel another twitch. And you realize that what was is gone as the light continues on its way. A majestic ambience overcomes you as your indigo chakra between your eyes spirals into balance. The light is moving through your third eye. You feel warm and safe and in control. As the light continues its journey past your temples, ears, nose, and eyes, you relax these essential organs. And the light moves down past your cheeks, mouth, chin, and sinuses. And they too relax. Now pull your head forward and your shoulders back. Feel any tension and acknowledge it. And now let it go. Issues in your throat area are saluted and released. The light spreads across your shoulders and down your arms. You notice a warm, soft, tingling sensation move down your arms and into your wrists. Your hands become warm. You feel a ball in each of your palms. It's hot. So you spread your fingers and release the balls of stress into Mother Earth. Now your fingers feel cool. You wriggle them a little. And your attention returns to the white light moving down your torso and spine, encircling your heart in a delicate fold of sincere love. It lingers for a moment. You feel the love. As the white light moves on, it imbues your internal organs with the same delicate feeling of love. As it moves downwards on your spine, you feel any distress in your body dissolve. Now down your thighs, into your knees, round the lower legs and ankles. You feel them relax and become warm and smooth. Now on your feet, the same tingling sensation you felt in your arms and hands. Prickle away any discomfort, loosening aches and pains, and releasing any residue negative energies. A bristly sensation engulfs your feet. Wiggle your toes and visualize sparks of light darting from them into Mother Earth. Follow the stream for a moment and watch as they are absorbed into the ground below in the form of lightning bolts to become one with nature. They are no longer yours. Take a slow, deep breath in. Let it go. Wiggle your fingers and toes as the white light dwindles into the outer edges of your aura. Feel the comfort and protection imbibe your inner being. Another slow, deep breath in. Let go. Thank God, your angels and guides, for this wonderful relief. You're relaxed and peaceful. When you feel ready, steady yourself and open your eyes slowly. I hope you found this exercise relaxing and recommend that you do it on a daily basis for the next week to become truly centered and ready to plan your life ahead. Then use it as often as you need to. You can also use other grounding techniques, which we will cover here from time to time as well. You can find the independent cut of this grounding exercise on my YouTube channel under the podcast playlist SSC Practical Exercises under the title 01-Grounding to Mother Earth. Call back as often as you like and feel free to share it with anyone who can benefit from de-stressing. You'll find the links below. This podcast has been brought to you by Psychic Glympse, where our slogan is, "You are the power, light up your life," and our mission is to help you do just that. Remember to subscribe to get notified when episode 2 of the Soul Sync Challenge is released. You really don't want to miss this one, because you're going to be introduced to your very first Odyssey. Thanks so much for listening. I'm your host, Kathy, wishing you a wonderfully relaxed week ahead.